Okay, people. So we're gonna take reference from the old video here. Sorry, this video I did 10 months ago on like the different, basically the different motions on the hips. So we're gonna do a quick animation of, first of all, welcome to the channel. So we're gonna do quick idle, and we're gonna just use this reference that we use. So we'll do a simple one because we want to get these animations. We've done the run for Thor. We're gonna do the idle now. So I've just got a pose here. I just want to see the pose from the back because it's going to be seen from the back. So I just wanted to get a strong kind of a pose. And this is like a kind of basic one I've come up with. So what we're going to do, we're just going to animate a breathing. That's all we're doing. So what we'll do, we'll get the hips. The first thing I'm going to do, I normally come in, where is it? Let's do side here. All right, let's see, new side or left. Yeah, that's it. All right, so we've got, ideally, what we'll do, we'll go to 1, and then let's go to, what's it? 7, yeah, divide by, or 8, and we can go forward. So we'll go up. What we'll do, we'll go up like this. We're just trying to get a circular movement. We're just going to do it rough first and copy that first pose to the end. So we've got like a round movement like that. Don't worry if it's rough. We're going to the graph. Sorry, not the graph editor. The motion trail. And then what we'll do, we'll just space these out evenly. What was it? Every 7, 21, 27, isn't it? Yeah. All right. So that's the cycle, right? 27. Actually, let's do 28. Small space. Yeah, that's more spaced out. All right. Now what we're going to do, we'll just come in. We'll just come to the graph editor here. Just a easier way of getting it rounded. So let's check out. Let's just cycle this and then spline these. And what we're doing, same with this one, right? We'll cycle this. This seems all right. So what we can do here is we can just move this forward, copy this value here. So it's the same value. Okay, and then for the up and down, I'll just move these out. We could just, I guess, move this down. Move it. Is it coming in a bit there? So we just look at the circle here. We're just trying to get it even. So we'll come back here. Yeah, so what we'll do, we'll copy this to this. There. Well, even if we delete that. Yeah, there you go. We can delete that too. Sometimes you can just delete the keys. Okay, so we've got like a motion going there now, which is obviously it's locking the leg out, you can see there. And it's too much, right? It's too much happening. So what we want to do, we want to go in here, scale, and just start bringing it down, you know, even the forward and back. So we'll come here, the scale in the middle, so it's equal. Okay, we could even bring that down a little bit more. All right. And now, in the front view, you can see. So in the front view, you could, it's all going to be in the X, right? So we could leave that In fact, we could, yeah, you see that leg locking there? So all you're doing, if that leg locks out, you know that the Y is too much. So all you're doing, just bringing it down. So look, it's not locking out. Can you see? And then even that you can bring down. Okay, so you've got a little bit of movement going on there. You might want to actually just expand it a little bit. All right, so we've got that. So there's a little bit of movement on the leg. Maybe that needs a bit too much, man. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just scale that down. That's better, isn't it? And then scale it up here. Bring it down and scale it up. Yeah, then keep bringing it down. There, okay, so we've got that happening. Now, what we can do, we can add, so if we go here, if you want, you can add a very slight rotation in the X. All right, so there's a little rotation. And now what we can do, we'll just roughly get all these controls. This is a quick way you can do it just to get something in there. And will that, yeah, and then copy that first pose to the end and then go in the middle. Just rotate everything forward slightly, right? So look, everything's going forward. Now what you can do is you come here, just cycle everything and make sure it's flat, everything's cycled. Okay, and now from the bottom up, let's delete that motion trail, we don't need that anymore. So let's say from here, right? So that we'll keep that how it is. The next one, we could move it by 1. And then the next one, the chest, we can move that by 1, 2. And then the neck, we can move that by, we're just offsetting, right? 1, 2, 3, just to get something going that looks organic. Then we can always refine later. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's a little bit of that happening, right? Now what we can do to exaggerate it is come in here and just again scale. So we're scaling. Yeah, scale again. So you're getting that breathing. And we could do the same for this bottom one. So you get this bottom control and we can start, right? You're getting that kind of breathing. Now it's a bit exaggerated, but that's cool. It's a good thing with Maya, you can play it and then even the torso, even the head here, you scale that, scale it even more. See, you can see that's too much. But then all you do is you bring it down. And if you want, you can just move it another bit so it's overlapping a little bit more and then scale that down a little bit more. Same thing with the neck. Do the neck as well. You could scale that. Right, and then you might want to offset that another bit. Actually, I might get that and offset that another one. Right, so you're getting that organic movement. Right now it seems it can be a bit too much, so then you can just tone it down. So that's up to you. However you want it, you can tone it down. But we can play it and tone it down. And then you can also, as you're doing that, you could be like, all right, we're also at 16. Maybe it goes up slightly, then comes down. And then check out the, and bring that in the middle. Delete this end one. So you're getting that kind of movement. And you could add the same one here and the second one. Maybe it's going up. Again, you can tone that down, bring it down a bit. So it's just a little bit of movement that's always there, right? Okay, so you got that. Just trying to get something rough in. And then what we can do, we can start working on the shoulders. So again, key everything, just quickly, we're just trying to get this done. So there's something in the game, we can always polish it later. So arms go up, right? You're getting that movement. So we'll just cycle that. And then also with the arms here, we can just grab all the controls, copy the first and last keys, go to 14, maybe bring it back a bit, so it's coming back, and then forward, right? So it's coming. Maybe the forearm comes up a bit. Bring it back here. So you're getting that bit of a... Okay, so we're just roughing this out. Come here. Same thing, get to 14. Maybe have it come forward. And then it goes back. And then here we can just have it back. And then key that. So we're getting that kind of like that movement, right? And then we can key... We'll just copy, cycle this. This is cycled. No, this isn't cycled. So we'll get these, cycle that. And then what we'll do, we'll just get the top arm, move it 1, second arm, move it 1, 2, and then the wrist. And then we can polish it 1, 2, 3. Same here. Get the top one, move it by 1. We're offsetting that from the shoulder. Forearm from the upper arm, 1, 2, and the wrist from 1, 2 from the forearm. Okay, it's not going to look, we still have to polish it a bit, but you're getting a little bit of overlapping happening there, right? And then we can exaggerate this upper one. So we'll bring it here, scale this. Right, and then this we can scale a bit, see how it is. We don't want to scale it too much because we don't want it to overpower the torso either. So what we'll do, we'll just bring that in. And then this. And we can just offset this. Let's offset this. See, you're kind of getting that. So you're kind of getting that. You can bring that down a bit. And if you want, you can offset a little bit more. Right? And then if that's too much, you can tone that down a bit. There, you see? And even the forearm. So you can play it. Tone that down a little. See, now you're starting to get a bit more of a subtle movement there, right? And then the same on this side. So you've got your, these have all been offset, so we can see. So let's check out the wrist here. Okay, now what we'll do first thing, we'll grab everything and just exaggerate. Okay, that doesn't look right. You see that? That doesn't look right. It's going... this. So what we'll do, let's get this. Let's exaggerate everything. Yeah, you see that wrist should not. Let's delete everything here. So let's see now. So wrist goes forward, this goes forward, and then it comes back. That's how it should be. So if we look now, yeah, now we can offset 1, 2, 3. Yeah, now we can start playing around and exaggerating this. So if we come here and then maybe move it a bit. Yeah, you see, and move it a bit more. See how that looks? Yeah, now then we can scale it down a bit because we've got a good secondary motion there, and there you can see it. And then we can start bringing this down there, and we can bring this, tone this forearm down as well. Yeah, see, so we're just getting it a bit more subtle. We can add a bit more movement to the upper arm because that's a bit still, isn't it? Okay. Let's see, let's just exaggerate this a bit more. All right, what's going on here? Yeah, gimbal, that's what's going on. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's delete this. Let's come here. Let's delete this. Yeah, so if we come here, key, and then at the end key, this is going to be going forward like this, and then back, forward and back. Back, we can push it like this. Delete this key here. Okay, now we can tone this down a bit. Tone this a little bit down, cycle this, move it by 1. Oh, had scale on there. Okay, now we can try and just exaggerate a little. Tone this down a bit. Yeah, and maybe, you know what, we could offset the forearm. Okay. All right, what we'll do, we'll just tone down the shoulders because it's too much movement, man. Tone these down. That's it. You know, it's just too much movement. But that's a good enough example for an idol. And what we'll do, we'll grab one. Let's grab one of them because they're both moving at the same time. And what I tend to do, I just select everything and just offset by another 2. So it just kind of breaks up. You could do another. Yeah, so it just breaks up the arms, you see? One arm follows after the other. Maybe I do it a bit more. Yeah, so that one goes first. So another thing you can do, maybe get this one and start it earlier. So you could come here, let that play, and start that back one. Yeah, so you've got a bit more of offset happening. Okay, so you've got something going on there. The main thing is we want, the other thing that I don't like is the character feels a bit off balance. So what we'll do, we can always bring the character back like this. Yeah, that's it. Feels a bit more There, move it here. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Feels a lot more in balance there. And also here in the back view, I'm just thinking we could move them just a little bit in. Okay, and then in the back view we could get the y-axis. Maybe we could just scale it up a little. Yeah, we could, just for exaggeration's sake, you know. And let's see if we can do this here, the forward and back. Okay, that's good enough for the example we want, just to get it in the game, right? We can refine it a lot more. But what we can do with the knees is, with the knees, we could just, I guess, come here, move them slightly, come in the middle, sorry, move them slightly, then they come back. Could tone that down a little bit as well. So you just got a little bit of movement in the knees coming in. Yeah, this makes it look more organic. So yeah, so that's how you do an idle. So that's a quick 20-minute idle. Get that done. We'll do a jump next. We'll just export this in the game after we've done all three of them, and then I'll follow this tutorial that Agora have got. It's a brilliant tutorial. And then yeah, so go ahead, you know, try this exercise out. You can refine it, exaggerate the chest as much as you want, but we've got a nice breathing exercise there. Arms are offset, so it looks a bit more organic. And yeah, it's character seems balanced too. The pose is right. Seems all right as well. Just a normal strong pose. Okay, guys. Guys, if you're interested in leveling up your animations as well, check out the link in the description. My Facebook account has been hacked. So for all the students who have enrolled in my account, I'm sorry I can't get through to you on the inner circle group. They're working hard to try and sort it out. It's just one of those unfortunate events. But I haven't got access to that. So in the meantime, I'm going to be trying to pump a lot more content out on here. And I'm going to do a video on my 20th anniversary of being in the video games industry. And that's just going to be a little sit down and talk with a cup of tea. So if you want to join me for that, watch out for that video. Hopefully I'll bring that out next week sometime. I just wanted to reflect on my 20 years in the industry, and I start a new job in September. I'll talk a bit about that too. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Go for a walk. I'm going to go for a walk now. And happy animating. Enjoy animating. Find stuff you want to animate. That way you will be consistent, okay? Do stuff you enjoy animating, whether it's an idle, a run, or a walk. Start off with simple basic for beginners. Start off with simple basic mechanics. And my course goes through all of that, you know. Got over 20 students enrolled now, more to come as well. So check out the webinar, you know, check out the case study, have a look at the course overview. If you feel fancy it, if you're serious about animation, this course will give you the absolute fundamentals to go from, and it has advanced techniques in there as well. Okay, guys, so look after yourself, go for a walk, get your steps in, and take care of yourself. Happy animating. See you later.